For the latest, we're joined by New South Wales SES Commissioner Murray Keir. Murray, good morning to you. What are your crews focusing on this morning?
Yeah, good morning. We're focusing on a number of areas in the Illawarra and South Coast. The Bega River at Bega has peaked earlier this morning at about 8.4 metres. We've had to evacuate a couple of homes there. We're also watching a dam in between Kiama and Jamberoo, the Gerara Dam, which went into a red alert, which means that its integrity was in question. We've evacuated 9 properties in that area. It's gone back to amber, but we'll continue to watch that dam throughout the day.
All right, so the situation in the Illawarra still not in the clear yet?
No, that's right. 750 calls taken by the New South Wales SES. About 63% of those completed in the Illawarra area. We're focusing this morning on Shell Harbour, Albion Park area, where a lot of those calls are still outstanding. Expecting more calls to come through the day because we're still expecting some heavy falls in the Illawarra and down the south coast.
All right, we appreciate the update. Thank you very much for that, Murray. The multinational intervention in Libya has buoyed rebels advancing on strategic government-held cities in the northeast of the country. A third day of airstrikes has concentrated on knocking out Libyan air defences as the Western nations insist they are not targeting Colonel Gaddafi or his troops. 9 correspondent Peter Stefanovic is in Tunisia, just near the Libyan border, and he joins us now. Pete, what is the latest on the situation there?
Good morning, Georgie. Well, there have been developments in the past hour or so with loud explosions and anti-aircraft gunfire coming from the capital Tripoli, which is only about 200 kilometres from where I am right now. Libyan state television, though, seems to think that the city is under attack from warplanes, while earlier in the day there were violent street battles in the city of Misrata, which is just to the east of Tripoli. Rebel soldiers and Gaddafi loyalists were locked in those street battles, and the rebels say that as many as 40 of their troops were killed and more than 300 of them were injured, while over in the eastern part of the country in Ajdabir there were also violent clashes as well. Georgie?
All right, Peter Stefanovic, thank you very much. Almost 9,000 people have been confirmed dead and around 12,500 people are still missing as the harrowing recovery effort continues in northeastern Japan. Authorities say the situation at the Fukushima nuclear plant is stabilising but remains serious. Meanwhile, the teenager who survived for 9 days in the rubble of his home is recovering well in hospital. He says he was very relieved to be saved along with his 80-year-old grandmother. The son of WA's police commissioner is one of 5 people who were severely burned following the explosion of an alleged drug lab in the Perth suburb of Carlisle. 29-year-old Russell O'Callaghan was one of 5 people to be rushed to hospital. He is Commissioner Carl O'Callaghan's son and a recovering amphetamine addict.
He will have to face the consequences of his actions, no doubt, but as a father and as a family member, as a family we're suffering deeply at the moment.
Mr O'Callaghan says he will not be involved in the police investigation. Prince William says he was incredibly moved during his trip to Australia and New Zealand, where he met victims of the recent natural disasters. Last night, the Royal flew out of Melbourne after spending the day touring flood areas of Victoria. Now to finance. In the US, at the close of trade, the Dow Jones is up 178 points. On commodities markets, gold is stronger, so is oil at $102 a barrel, and $1 Australian dollar is right now fetching 100.6 US cents. Sport time now. Here's Ben.
Thank you.